Hi Soul Fam, welcome back to this channel where we do tarot card readings every single Monday and Reiki charged guided meditations every Thursday. Before we get any further in the video, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss anything as it comes out live. If we haven't met before, my name is Frances. I am the founder and lead practitioner at Four Noble, and I am so excited for our tarot card reading today. So let's dive right on into it. We're going to be working with the Four Noble Tarot deck. This is a sustainably made, hand illustrated deck, and it was created with so much love and intention. It is based on the traditional Rider-Waite deck. However, it's been modernized to support the life that we live today. So let's go ahead and dive in. If you're new here, we start every reading with this, just our intention, our prayer, working in the light and the highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed and protected, and everyone here's energy as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team and each and every person here's spiritual team. All right. I'm being very specific about shuffling today. Lots of shuffling. Excuse me. One more time. All right. There we go. So if your eyes were open and you saw that, there was this card that kind of flew off the top. It just slid on out. So whenever that happens, we always pull the card. And let's see what else our teams want us to know this week. So I'm going to start with this card that came out and we will go from there. Okay, just spreading out all the cards. Okay, so the card that slipped on out, beautiful. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is about forward movement in a more, I don't necessarily want to say logical way. Sometimes it is about logic, but it's more about this feeling of like steadiness and making sure that things make sense to you. Now with that, we also want to make sure that they feel right to you. But this week, I would encourage, maybe not so much like slow and steady, but very intentional with your movement, intentional with your choices, intentional with your action, intentional with your words. This card is also a really great indicator that if you have any ideas kind of bubbling up in the brain or in the energy, this is a really great week to get going on those ideas. So support here in moving forward with those ideas. Again, it doesn't have to be completing the entire idea this week, but just taking steps in that direction and knowing that you are supported, and every journey starts with a single step. So with that in mind, maybe even using this Pentacles energy to break down this idea or this goal of yours so that it feels more actionable, not like some huge thing that feels so intimidating and then you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'll do it next week or I'll do it next quarter or next year, right? Just looking at this idea and seeing it for what it is and going, all right, what do I need to do to make this happen? Write down your plan that you know at this time because it likely will change. But then from there, just start moving in the areas that feel good and supported and that you feel excited about at this time. Okay? Beautiful. Love that. Lots from that card. Okay, so I'm just going to hover my hand over the rest of the cards, pull any additional guidance for this week. So what else do we need to know, team? There it is. It's hiding from me. Okay. Okay, so we have two sets of three. So let's see what's going on here. So first set of three here, second set of three here. So let's start with the first card in the first set of three. Ooh, okay, I'm actually gonna flip them first and then I'll show them to you. So we have the Emperor, the Ten of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, beautiful. So with this little bundle of cards, we have two major cards. Now, if you're new to tarot, major cards are life themes. Yeah, they're kind of things that we've been working towards as life lessons. And what I love about these cards is it feels like we're in the completion of who we were and given opportunity to take chances on who we want to become. That even goes hand in hand with that Knight of Pentacles card, which suggests, hey, your big ideas this week, they are supported, right? But let's start with this first card here. So the Emperor. This card is the divine masculine. It is the thinking brain. It's kind of, this would be the dad of the Knight of Pentacles son, right? Both a little bit in that masculine energy, but the Emperor being much more of a master, a leadership, kind of an authority figure in this. Now, what's interesting about the Emperor is this is the energy that you are actually graduating out of, right? Where maybe everything in the past was have to plan, have to make my exact schedule or my this, that, the next thing, and like very, very intense and rigid. 10 of Wands says, hey, that rigidity or that intensity or that commitment is actually paying off. So kudos to you, first of all, for, committing to what it is that you want or what you've been working towards or whatever it may be. But also now it is time again for that graduation. You are in the place now of having the mastery of the divine masculine. And now it's time to know that it is a part of your core and then loosen a little bit, because we have that Wheel of Fortune card. This card is all about that energy of anything can happen, right? The world is your oyster. Anything can happen. Your big dreams are not some far off thing. They're actually something that is really accessible to you should you choose to believe that and put in the work that you've already learned how to do through this Emperor energy. Put in the work now to that more whimsical, dreamy manifestation type energy. Okay, so what these cards are saying is your skill is already in you now. So this week, working on the mindset of trusting, like, hey, I can do this. I've done it. I'm ready and capable. So now that I know I am equipped, what do I actually want? It's almost like having your backpack for your really long hike nice and packed, and then you're like, cool, I got everything I know I need. So now I can just enjoy my hike. I can look at the flowers, I can look for rocks, I can, walk down by this river. There is no fear anymore. There is no worry, because I know that I have everything I need on me, or in this case, within me. All right, so shifting from the place of I have to make it happen to I already have the skill, I have completed the hard work, and now I can surrender some of that rigidity and soften into a place of, all right, what do I actually want? What are those big dreams? Trusting that I have what it takes to get them done. All right, so this is very much mindset shift this week. Excuse me. It's not so much about needing to do something, except for learning to trust yourself and practice that I have what I need. So what do I want? I can do it. I have what I need. So what do I want? I can do it. Okay. And then we have these three cards over here. Excuse me. Okay, Queen of Swords, the Star, and the Seven of Swords. Beautiful. Okay, so first card, Queen of Swords. This is the card of spiritual connection, of action, of movement, of mastery, of confidence, of kind of this beautiful divine feminine way of taking authority and leadership. While the counterpart to the Emperor card is the Empress, this is coming through in today's reading as the counterpart to the Emperor. So Queen of Swords she is the woman who is not afraid to be seen as a leader because she trusts in herself so deeply. She's not scared like, oh my gosh, are they going to think I'm mean if I say that? She knows I'm not a mean person, so I can speak with authority and with leadership and with confidence because that's the way to create the kingdom that I want to live in and that benefits those around me. Yeah, so stepping into that queen energy, and even as part of this transformation, this graduation from the first 3 cards, moving from that place of, again, this is how it's done, to, I think this would be a really good idea to do it this way. Thank you so much for your support. Instead of, hey, what do you think of this? Right? It's this very softened yet beautiful way of presenting confidence and leadership, because with it you also have the Star card, again another beautiful divine feminine energy coming into a place of flow and into a place of, again, leadership. This card says you are your own North Star, right? You shine naturally. Where does your light touch? That is the direction that they want you to be moving. They meaning your spiritual team, your highest self. And then last card, I'm going to come back to these two in a second, but then your last card, you also have the 7 of Swords. This card is the card of radical self-care, radical self-prioritization, and trusting that it is okay and safe and even encouraged to put your needs first. Now, what might feel challenging here, especially with all this divine feminine energy going on, is that the divine feminine is naturally a nurturer. It naturally wants to care for others and make sure that everyone else is okay before we are okay. These cards are inviting us to say, hey, I am worthy enough of sitting in my power, or rather rising in my power, shining my authentic self so brightly, shining from that heart space. This is who I am. This is what I want. This is how I'm going to get there. Confidence, right? Queen of Swords. And that shining piece, leading the way of that star energy, being your own North Star. This is the direction. I am sorry if it does not serve you, but I know that it serves me and I choose it anyways. Now, what's always so interesting about that is even if other people think it doesn't serve them, in some way it does. Long term, or in a way that they can't see, you living your authentic truth and living in your alignment does support other people. It may first trigger them so that they feel uncomfortable, so that they have to do their own work, but that becomes their choice then. And if they choose to do the work, ultimately, that is a really beautiful way for them to grow and continue in their alignment. So with all of that being said, 7 of Swords, the final piece of that card, in addition to self-prioritization, is sometimes this feeling of kind of a little bit of stickiness in relationships, things like jealousy or feeling like backstabbing type of energy, or someone's going behind your back. I don't want you to worry about that, but don't be surprised if by you choosing you, other people get triggered and or offended by that. It's important for you to remember that you are not hurting them. You are highlighting with your shiny bright star energy where they need healing. However, it's not up to you to heal them. It's up to you to stay on your path, creating your kingdom, Queen of Wands energy, Queen of Swords energy, that you want to create. Yeah, because Queen of Swords energy is also about spiritual connection. This is not just you like, oh yeah, I want to do this, so I'm going to do it. This is your spiritual team saying, hey, it's time, because your choices right now that you are well equipped to create and handle, they're going to better the good of the many. So please trust yourself. But if other people are triggered, don't be surprised. You don't have to fix them, but it may happen. And that is also why you are being activated right now to go down this beautiful path, because the ripple effect is going to benefit all of those around you. Okay? So this week, again, it's interesting because there's this piece of like, it almost feels like inaction, right? A lot of mindset shifting. But then at the same time, for some of you, it may be a lot of mindset shifting with extreme action, with actually figuring out, okay, well, what are my big dreams? Wheel of Fortune energy. How can I make those happen? Knight of Pentacles, breaking down the steps. How can I step into my divine feminine confidence and leadership and connection, right? What are the action steps there for you? And what is my North Star? What is the direction I want to be going? If I were to imagine that, what is it? And stemming from a place of authentic living. So maybe the question, who am I today? And how can I nurture that person, Seven of Swords energy, today without feeling guilty for not giving that energy that I will be giving to myself to someone else? Yeah. So it's a lot of internal work. This may be a great week or a great day or two to journal. We also are in new moon in Pisces energy, which is always opportunity with new moons to create something new, to start fresh. And we have that energy here with this 10 of Wands graduation, right? All the hard work is done. So now what? Yeah. So tap into that energy this week. Feel the mystical, magical energy of it. It's a really lovely, light, kind of flowy new moon, which even makes sense with this star energy. If you look, she's holding a pitcher of water that's just creating this beautiful ripple effect beneath her feet. And that energy of flow and grace and movement is really aligned with, again, that new moon energy. So the balance this week of all the magical things and trusting that you are equipped to handle and do it all, okay? With help, of course. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you are not running yourself dry, but you got this, okay? Awesome. Okay, everyone. Well, thank you for being here. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, or if you would like to share how this resonated with you, please, again, leave it in the comments. If you would like to purchase this deck, I will leave the link to do so in the description below. I also have recently drastically dropped my prices on all of my pre-recorded online courses. So if you're if you're interested in learning how to read tarot cards, there is an Intro to Tarot course that actually comes included now with the Four Noble Tarot deck, or you can buy it individually if you don't want the deck. I also have a course called the Source Course that is about spiritual metaphysics, learning to connect and meet your spiritual team. A course called Chakra Flow, which is an introduction to the chakras as well as yoga flows to balance them out. I am a registered yoga instructor, so no need to worry there. Those are all vinyasa based. And then the final class is called Crystal Clear. That is how to incorporate crystal healing into your everyday life. Each one of those classes is $55, or you can bundle all 4 of them together for $155, which saves you quite a good little chunk right there. So if you would like to check those out, again, I will leave the link in the description below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for new tarot readings every Monday, Reiki charged guided meditations and sound healings on Thursday. Sending so much love and light your way. Oh, very last thing, if you feel called to donate to the Love Jar, I will leave my PayPal link in the description box below. That just helps me to show up for you with energy every single week. So thank you so much in advance for your generosity and your kindness and your love there. I look forward to seeing you again next Monday and also this Thursday for your Reiki Charged Guided Meditation. Have a beautiful week, and I will talk to you soon.